Welcome, lords and ladies, back to the realm. I am the Goat King, and today we explore the pickpockets and mundane magicians in Pathfinder 2nd Edition. Whether you're taking to the busy streets to pick up a few coins, or entertaining a birthday party without the benefit of an arcane clown, there are many options to achieve that beloved character who can rob you blind in the middle of a conversation. When picking pockets, there are two basic actions you want to know. Steal and conceal an object. Steal is quite simple. You attempt to take an unsecured item of negligible bulk from someone who isn't actively defending themselves. The DC is normally equal to the victim's perception DC, and the check should also be compared to the perception DC of any observers. If the item is secured, say in a pocket or other such defense, you take a -5 penalty on your check. The skill used for this action is thievery, and succeeding against the victim's DC means you take the object without them noticing. Failing means they catch you in the act and you don't get the item. While passive observers can't make you fail to actually take the item if you fail against their DC, they will still notice your actions. The next action you need is conceal an object. Unlike steal, this action uses your stealth skill. This action is how you get your prize past the city guards. Conceal an object can be used on items of negligible or light bulk, including weapons and other contraband. When you conceal an object, your GM rolls a secret check with your stealth skill. The result of this check is compared to the perception DCs of any passive observers you pass. You may also conceal an object in an area, under a floorboard, or in a secret spot. In this case, your stealth DC is the DC for any creatures attempting to search this area to find the item. Now that we know the basic actions we'll need, we can talk about how we want to build a character to use these abilities. For this, I will use 2 character builds, and for each we will assume the normal skill and feat progression most classes benefit from. Sorry, Rogue, you're so skilled, a build guide is not needed for you. Our first build is for characters with mid to high dexterity who are trained in both stealth and thievery. We take the street urchin background at first level to get the pickpocket skill feat. Pickpocket expands what you can steal and in what circumstances, allowing you to steal from pockets without the penalty and allowing you to steal in combat and just take that -5 penalty that used to apply to more secured items. At second level, we take the Subtle Theft skill feat. Subtle Theft makes it more difficult for onlookers to notice your theft, as well as allowing you to steal after making a diversion. Perfect for a party trick when you can draw people's attention away from what you're actually working on. Then you don't even need to beat the perception DC because they won't be looking at what you're doing. At third level, we use our general feat to take Experienced Smuggler. Experienced Smuggler ensures the GM rolls no lower than a 10 on your secret sneak check to conceal an object. At this point, the mid to high dex character is fully ready to dazzle and amaze and perhaps make it out with some spare change. The next build is for poor to low dexterity characters only trained in thievery. We take the Saboteur background, and this gains us the Concealing Ledgerman skill feat, which allows you to roll thievery instead of stealth to conceal an object. Essentially, you're keeping the item in motion so that when someone's searching you, it's never exactly where they're looking when they're looking for it. At second level, we take the skill feat Assurance for thievery. This allows us to provide our proficiency bonus +10 to all thievery checks. At third level, we use our general feat to take the Pickpocket skill feat. And at fourth, we use our skill feat to take Subtle Theft. At this point, the poor to low dexterity character is ready to entertain, if not the best at smuggling. It is important to note that you do not need to strictly follow these plans. They are built to make your character extremely pickpocket ready as fast as possible. You don't need all of these feats, nor do you need them as fast as this to have fun with picking pockets or performing mundane magic. For this next portion, I want to address the GMs in the room. Now that you and your players know how to build characters with sticky hands, how do you give them a world to use these skills in? The first category is missions, especially in big cities and political intrigue. combat may not be the preferred solution to a problem. Working together to smuggle important items, pick important pockets, and procure evidence for blackmail. The whole team can provide roles in what is essentially a heist episode. The same applies to downtime to earn income, smuggling items through gates to earn favor and pay from various elements within the city, be them nobles, politicians, business magnates, or just a person looking for a specific item. Browsing a busy market while cutting coin purses, you might not make a lot, considering you'll probably spend most of your day running from the authorities when you inevitably get noticed. But who says you can't make a little money the sneaky way? Or performing mundane magic for those distrustful of true magic. Deciding what level these downtime jobs are should be based not only on the level of the city, but also be adjusted up or down depending on the neighborhood. And critically failing such a downtime activity could easily lead to an Aladdin chase scene through the city. The last part to integrate these skills into is character drama. Impressing an NPC or fellow PC. I might even be so bold as to say stealing from the party is only bad if done for your own fun. If you get the group on it and create an environment meant to let everybody have fun and to let everybody's characters shine and inevitably get caught and have to give the item back, well, that could be a great moment in a campaign where your character learns to be more respectful of their fellows, and they learn to be maybe a little more wary of you. Of course, giving the item back and owning up to what you did could increase in-group trust. But now I leave it up to you. I, for one, am going to be careful with pickpocketing. My fellows, at the very least. That is a difficult line to walk, and you want your players to be mature if you're going to go down that route. Probably don't do new players to the hobby, and especially if you have a player who might be kind of a problem player, you want to be careful of that. Either way, now I turn the conversation to you. Is there anything you would like to add? Is there a skill feat you think would have been particularly useful, or maybe a class you think is especially well suited for this kind of work, other than, of course, the rogue? Thank you again for visiting the realm. Come back again next week for more Pathfinder and Starfinder. I've been the Goat King. Have a good day.